Welcome back! In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create this lovely macrame lavender. Stay tuned. Don't forget to take a screenshot of today's project details. But wait, before we start, today's video is sponsored by RopeShop.ca. Not only do they have high quality rope in many beautiful colors, they also are proudly Canadian. RopeShop's products are locally sourced and manufactured in Canada. And their cotton rope is 100% natural cotton that maintains its structure, which makes it versatile for macrame artists such as yourself. In today's video, I'll be using RopeShop's new color called Amazon Purple. I'll leave a link in the description box where you can get yours, and for this weekend only, they have a sale going on for 20% off, so make sure you head on over there and order your rope fast. Alrighty, so let's get into the tutorial. First, we're going to take our 8-inch wooden skewer and we're going to wrap it in floral tape. I purchased both the skewers and the floral tape at my local dollar store. Make sure you get the end of your skewer and wrap all the way up to the top. Double check to make sure everything is wrapped, and then we're going to put it off to the side. Next, pin your two 40-inch cords onto your board and make sure you leave an 8-inch tail in the center. With the two outer cords, we're going to be tying a berry knot. And the trick here is we're going to leave a small gap at the top. If I'm going too fast for you, feel free to adjust the speed of this video by tapping the 3 dots on the top right corner. Also, if you're unsure on how to tie a berry knot, feel free to check out my knot tutorial playlist. I'll link it in the cards above. But essentially, all it is 3 square knots stacked on top of each other and then folded onto itself. However, this berry knot is a little bit different, but I'm going to show you what's different right now. This is the reason why we needed to leave a gap at the top. We're going to pull our small short tail ends in through each side loops. Next, we're going to shorten up the slack by tugging at our tail end right at the base of our square knots. This is going to eliminate those loops at the top. Just be sure to tug at it very gently. You don't want to lose your tail ends that are through the loop. Once you have something like this, we are able to pull our tail ends, which forms the berry knot. Oh, and make sure that you're pulling it really taut. Once your berry knot's formed, we are going to grab our skewer and we're going to place it right inside the bottom of our berry knot. You're going to want to use the pointed end and be very careful. Do not shish kebab your hand. That would not be great. Next, we're going to be tying a series of square knot picots. So to do this, all you're going to do is tie just a regular square knot, only we're going to space it a little bit further down from our berry knot. Now, I spaced mine about a 1/2 inch apart, but if you want to do a little bit longer or shorter, that's totally up to you. Okay, so I'm going to do one more and speed it up for you, and then I'll show you what it looks like when you push it up to the top. Okay, once we have 2 or 3 spaced out square knots on our skewer, it's time to push it up to the top. Ta-da! And that's what creates our square knot picot. So you're going to want to do this several times. I'm just going to speed this up and motor on through, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I did a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 square knot picots. So now what you want to do is grab your final small 20-inch strand of cord, and we're going to tie a gathering knot right at the base. And I wrapped mine around about 4 times or so. I thought that that was sufficient. If you're worried at all about your berry knot popping off the top of your kebab, you could always use a little bit of hot glue or a little dab of super glue just to make sure that everything is secure. Anyways, now we can trim up the ends of the base of your gathering knot. And finally, make sure you're subscribed because in my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do that teal flower I had in the background. I'll see you over there.